Hi, so today we will be talking about how to charge your crystals. These are a few of my crystals that I haven't charged this month, and I'm going to charge them. I've got my amethyst here, two of those. I've got my amazonite, and I've got three things of rose quartz. I have a candle stand that I use for baths, and I usually keep it around my bathtub. I've got this one that I usually keep around by my bedside, and you know, rose quartz. I have a lot of rose quartz here. I have like a few more, and then we've got like blue onyx, we've got black onyx. Fire quartz is one of my favorite ones. Now, as we know, you know, all crystals have different uses. They're all used for a different purpose. For example, amethyst is the power crystal. It helps you connect with your intuition and be more confident about it. Amazonite and rose quartz are for attracting love, self-love, and feeling loved. This is basically for that, right? So I'm going to show you a few different ways I like to charge my crystals. You can pick whichever one suits best for you, and just remember, you know, some of the crystals, if you use them in sunlight, they can lose their color and such. I personally don't really care much about color, but I know some of you all do. But I'm just going to show you some alternative ways as well. Okay, there's many different ways you can charge your crystals, so let's get into it. So for the purpose of this video, I will only be using one crystal to demonstrate, because I will be using all sorts of ways to cleanse it. The first thing, the one I find the easiest, is giving it a smoke bath with either Palo Santo or some sage. I like to use the smoke bath method just because it's easy for me, and I feel more, how do I say, I just feel it working better when I do this method, okay, compared to just washing it with water. I mean, that works perfectly. You can just, you know, rinse it with some warm water, but I actually like to leave my crystals in salt water. So pink salt, Himalayan salt. I like to keep my crystals in salt water after I've done cleansing them, and I like to charge them with my intention through water. I will show you how to do that, but first let's cleanse this with some Palo Santo. Look at this beautiful candle. It actually has some amethyst in it, little pieces of amethyst in it. There's some sage in it as well. The next way is to just wash it under some water. Okay, that's how you can cleanse it as well. But again, you want to visualize. Your intention is everything when you're charging a crystal. Okay, the water's too hot. But that's what you do. Okay, you can just cleanse it under some water. Now remember, some stones that have more of a rocky texture, they might not be that perfect for water. So before you charge your crystal, always do your research. Every time you get a crystal, every time you are charging it or trying to cleanse it for the first time, always do your research so you know what you can and cannot do with it. Okay, the next way you can charge it is you can leave it under sunlight or moonlight for a few hours, or I like to leave it at least over 8 hours, for 24 hours if I possibly can. And I like to leave it in the grass. Like I said, again, make sure you research what you can do and cannot do with your crystal first. Now this is rose quartz, and it can lose color in the sunlight. I don't really care about the color as much as I care about the crystal's purpose and powers. So if you care about the color, try not to put it in sunlight. Try to charge it with moonlight. You can do that, okay? But yeah, you can just leave it there. Another good way, and the easiest way if you're in a hurry or you don't have time to go ahead and cleanse or spend some time, or if you don't have how do I say, a lot of sunlight, it's winter time. If you just want to charge your crystal with intention, you can do that. Just hold it in your hand or keep it in front of you and close your eyes and visualize yourself connecting with it. Be clear about your intention for what you want to use the crystal for. Rose quartz is usually for self-love, healing your heart chakra, and attracting love in our life as well. So when I keep this with me and I close my eyes, I would visualize it bringing those things into my life. I will try to feel the emotion that I feel when I feel loved and when I feel happy, and I would try to send that intention, send that emotion into the crystal, so the crystal knows what I want to bring in through it. So last but not the least, another way I like to charge my crystals is through salt water, like I mentioned earlier, and water. So what I would do is I would put my crystal, that's pink Himalayan salt, in it. Okay, make sure you're not using a glass container like me. Just because I have one crystal, I am using this, but I usually use a big plastic bowl because I will be charging all these crystals together at once. So I usually like to use a big bowl. But what I do is I will put my crystal into the salt. You can leave that for a little while there, okay? Or I will add some water to it. I've added water to the cup. The salt is in there. It will dissolve like slowly, okay? It might not even dissolve all the way, but I will be leaving this for at least a whole day, or as long as I possibly can, right? What I like to do is send my intention into the water by tapping on the cup. So I will think of my intention, okay? So let's say I want to manifest self-love and self-confidence. I want to manifest self-love. So I will set my intention about my manifestation and what I want to attract through the crystal, okay? And I will tap it 3 times. So these are a few ways you can charge your crystals. In the description down below, I will leave you information on what rocks you can put into water and which ones you can't, and which rocks you can put into sunlight and which ones you shouldn't. I hope this helps you be more clear about how to charge your crystals, and I will see you guys next time.